Meteorologist Danielle Noyce here with your Insights video for the 1 Degree Outside Weather Network. Midsummer heat in place. We won't be quite as hot on Wednesday. Another round of thunderstorms comes in. That's a cold front, which will mean we're substantially cooler on Thursday, like 20 to 30 degrees cooler in spots. Holiday weekend, 50s and 60s with some wet weather around. We'll talk more about that in a second. Meantime, the heat risk map for Wednesday still shows a moderate risk. It's lower than it was on Tuesday, but notice the orange shading all the way from central Maine, central southern New England, away from the immediate south coast with this early season heat in place, and the humidity too. Dew point is still going to be running in the 60s for our Wednesday in most of central, eastern, southern New England. Notice the drier air starting to come into northern New England with dew points falling through the 50s, 40s, and then eventually 30s as much more comfortable dry air comes in place. We have a 14-day feels like chart that's included in all of our membership levels. The lowest level is Fuel the Forecast for $2 a month. You can help support our mission. All membership levels and the details on how to sign up and what's included are at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. Thank you for your continued support. Meanwhile, let's time things out for our Wednesday. In the morning, it's a warm start. 65 to 70 for most areas, some clouds and maybe a shower in far northern New England. Notice the morning, though, is dry. We do warm quickly through the 70s and into the 80s by late morning. By midday, we're 90 in Boston. Notice no mid-90s on the map like we had on Tuesday in spots. But notice that the showers in northern New England and even a couple of storms do slide south and east. So I'd say especially from 1 p.m. onwards, so like a 1 to 7 p.m. time frame, keep an eye to the sky, particularly with outdoor plans. A passing shower or thunderstorm is possible. Some of the storms could be on the stronger side. Notice the deeper cores in here. So that tells me some heavy downpours, some lightning, some small hail, some brief gusty wind possible. By the time we get to mid to late afternoon, that threat is generally along and south of the Mass Turnpike to the south coast with a lingering shower that may last until the early to mid-evening along the south coast with clearing coming in for most of us after that and cooling temperatures through the overnight Wednesday. Thursday, totally different feel. I mean, starting around 50 in Boston compared to 70. So 20 to 25 degrees cooler, 30s in far northern New England. So this weak area of high pressure is going to build in after that. And what's going to happen is that's going to suppress that moisture to the south. But you notice it's kind of lurking nearby. So as that high pressure slides off the coastline on Friday, onshore wind. And that's why we're going to be cooler to end the week. Friday does look like a decent day though. Sunshine, some high thin clouds that will thicken during the day. Saturday starting off dry, but as that high lets go, we're going to get some of that moisture to try to sneak back in here. So I do think we still have some uncertainty with the timing. Most of Saturday morning, even the afternoon may be dry before rain enters southwestern New England first by later in the day. And then it looks like as this wave of low pressure goes by, that may help to enhance some rainfall Saturday night into early Sunday. Onshore wind with a cool flow on Sunday, still some pockets of rain around. So we'll keep you posted on the timing of that. But I do want to let you know it doesn't look like a picture perfect holiday weekend. In fact, the percent chance of precipitation on Saturday, you notice, is highest in southwestern New England, like a 70 to 80% chance. I wouldn't be surprised if these numbers go up even in central New England, but with the rain holding off until later in the day. The farther north and east you go, it's actually a mainly dry Saturday. Notice northern Maine, little if any precipitation forecast. The chance on Sunday is still about 50 to 80%, lower in far northern New England. And then Memorial Day itself will be a little bit lower. If we can get that low to depart, still about a 30% chance of a couple of showers around and that onshore wind that continues. So we'll keep you posted on that. Look at this, either side of 90, southern New England on Wednesday. Record to beat in Boston, for example, is 91. Some of the records are in the mid to upper 90s, so we may not quite get there. 75 to 80 in northern New England. The west-southwest breeze, 10 to 20 miles per hour, will shift around behind the front. And look at this, 30s in far northern New England, and then most of us 40s to lower 50s with clearing skies. There may be a few lingering clouds along the south coast. Thursday, honestly, a pleasant day overall. Partly to mostly cloudy in southern New England, more sun to the north, but noticeably cooler. 50s, 60s to around 70 in southern New England. Thursday night gets a little bit chilly, particularly in the North Country. 45 to 50 for most of us with some scattered frost. You notice we've shaded in the blue areas here. So for the Northeast Kingdom, far northwestern New Hampshire, Coos County, and northwest into northern Maine, we'll have some scattered pockets of frost as you wake up on Friday morning. Nice rebound though, 65 to 70. So a pretty seasonable day to end the week. Beautiful start to the long holiday weekend. And then you notice that onshore wind picks up 50s to lower 60s will do it. We'll watch the timing of that rain during the day on Saturday and then lingering into the second half of the holiday weekend. Track it all, of course, with our app. Free. Thousands of 5-star reviews, videos right at the top, access to our 24/7 streaming network. Search 1 Degree Outside Weather in the App Store and Google Play. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this 1 Degree Outside video.
Get exclusive content, support the mission at membership.onedegreeoutside.com. And don't forget, free and 5 stars on the App Store and Google Play. Search the number 1 Degree Outside Weather.